All right. Good day, everyone. Again, this is Membrane's Teaching Channel. I would like to present to you something else today, but it would be about landmarks. And so, of course, if you want to subscribe on my channel and or connect with me in any of those platforms that you see, nobody says subscribe anyhow. And again, this is Membrane's Teaching Channel. Everything here is about teaching. Famous landmarks around the world. I only choose some of those that are uh common, those that you have probably been to, or something that you have read about, something that will might interest you if you have not been to yet. So, welcome. This is Famous Landmarks Around the World presentation. First of all, let us learn what are landmarks. And landmarks are usually recognizable objects in our environment that might have historical nature, scenic feature, or just an individual building that can be of importance. So anything that is important in the environment, something that has significance to history of the place, of the um, environment, or any importance it is to the environment could be a landmark. All right, so first we have the Eiffel Tower in France. It was designed as the centerpiece of the 1889 World's Fair. The tower was meant to commemorate the centennial of the French Revolution and to show off France's modern industrial prowess on a world stage. So during the World's Fair, this was shown off. Uh, Actually, if you can remember, the Statue of Liberty was also one of the outstanding structure that was built by French architects and engineers, which was given as a gift to the United States. All right, so that is the Eiffel Tower in France. You can also see the same structure in Nevada, but not as perfect as this one. Next one, we have the Pyramids of Giza in Egypt. The Pyramids of Giza were constructed to honor the pharaoh and to serve as his tomb after death. So some of these are considered tomb. The pyramids are also evidence of the sophistication of ancient Egyptian societies. Of course, if you are the top of the society, elite, then you probably have a beautiful pyramid that will house all your household whenever they die. And but if you are like the least of the least in academic status, you probably will have a smaller ones, like the ones that are on the side. Those are the smaller ones. So I hope you got it. I hope you got the concept about the pyramids. And now we have the Great Wall of China, of course, in China. Emperor Owen Shizhuang's contribution to the design of the wall is considered to be of great importance as it ensured peace for the people in the northern part of China against the Huns and established a pattern of defense for future generations. So if you can see, all around this area are walls. According to my research, the walls were constructed in order as a kind of defense, like because the northern people or the people on the other side of the wall can just get through China and destroy whatever they would like to destroy, grab some properties, kill some people. And this is, until now, it is still there, but only a few steps, I think, were considered to be stable, because this has to be monitored also every year. You know, if you are walking in there and you found out that there are some loopholes or there are some weak points, or you don't want to get there. All right, so that is the Great Wall of China. Until now, it still stands as a landmark. All right, next one is Angkor Wat in Cambodia. Angkor Wat built in the early 12th century. That was 1314, 1320, 13 something. Served as a monument to a powerful king, Suryavarman II, and also as his tomb. So this was also constructed as a tomb. The temple, and later on became a church. The temple, dedicated to Vishnu, covers over a square mile. Wow, that should be a big, wide area. Its beautifully carved bas reliefs depict scenes from the Indian epic, the Ramayana, and from the Surya Varman's life. So there should be some, this one. These are the bas that were beautifully carved. There should be a lot of them. Maybe those represent the people that were in there. Remember, this is also a tomb, or this served as a tomb also. All right, next one is, the Colosseum in Rome. As one of the few mostly intact structures from the Roman Empire, the Colosseum stands today as a monument to ancient Rome's architectural and engineering prowess. It is also a major source of tourism revenue for the Italian government. Of course, revenue means the fees that are collected for somebody who wants to visit the area. It is a landmark, indeed, in Italy. All right, next one is, I think but this is a wide known feature, Mount Rushmore in the United States of America. This is in South Dakota, just west of Minnesota. Mount Rushmore, carved to represent the birth, growth, presentation, and development of the nation, is valued as a public work of art intended to evoke freedom, patriotism, and democracy in viewers. Now, I would like to share with you the presidents that were carved in the mountains of South Dakota. Actually, the mountains are called Black Hills. So the presidents are George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Theodore Roosevelt. So those are the four presidents who really tried their best. They worked hard for democracy and lead the Americans to gain democracy, especially the first president, Washington. And also, there are several more importance of why they carved the faces of the presidents. I was just told that it signifies the labor, the effort that they have done for America. All right, that is in Mount Rushmore. It is in South Dakota in the United States of America. Another landmark is the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy. This is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So it's leaning by 4-degree lean. And according to Wikipedia, the result of an unstable foundation is the cause of the leaning by 4 degrees. The tower is one of 3 structures in the Pisa's Cathedral Square. This one is the big cathedral that includes the cathedral and Pisa Baptistry. Oh, okay. So this is a big one. This is a big building. So you see there's a lot of people. That means it is very popular. And this Leaning Tower of Pisa. Whoa, I have heard this and I have seen this since my high school days. And until now, look at it. Okay. Next one is the Sydney Harbour in Australia. You know, Australia is down south. It is the state, what do you call that? The continent down south. It is known for like a continent down south. I think the name is like that. All right. And because it is down south, it is surrounded by water. It is the only continent that is surrounded, that just like a piece of land. And of course, it is surrounded by water. And of course, we expect that there are harbors here and there. The Sydney Harbor Bridge, this one across, is one of the world's most recognizable landmarks. Not only is the largest steel arch bridge on the planet, oh, it also spans one of the Earth's finest natural harbors, meaning it is not really that restricted. It still embraces its natural beauty. And now another bridge is Golden Gate Bridge, also in the United States. It's actually in San Francisco, California. I have not been there. I mean, I have been to California, but just in Los Angeles, but not in San Francisco. Upon its completion in 1937, it was the tallest and longest suspension bridge in the world. So tallest and longest suspension bridge in the world. The Golden Gate Bridge came to be recognized as a symbol of the power and progress of the United States, and it set a precedent for suspension bridge design around the world. All right, so what does it connect? What is that island that it connects to? Actually, from California, it will connect San Francisco to Marin County, which is the island next to it. And also, it connects the bay, San Francisco Bay, to the Pacific Ocean. So when you drive along Los Angeles, you will see that, the Pacific Ocean. I think we drove along Las Vegas with my aunt. Um, and I overheard her say, oh no, it was my friend Mabel. I overheard her say that that is part of the Pacific Ocean. It's the east is the western part of the Pacific Ocean. Anyway, let's move on. The Buckingham Palace, of course, it's in England. Buckingham Palace has served as the official London residence of the UK's sovereign since 1837, and today is the administrative headquarters of the monarch. The kings and queens live here. That is actually their official residence. All right, Taj Mahal is in India. Ooh, it's really lovely. Mahal in Filipino language is dear. Not dear as in pricey. It's probably pricey. If you look at it, it's pricey. But mahal means dear, meaning well loved. So, an immense mausoleum of white marble built in Agra between 1631 and 1648. That means it's like 15 to 20 years of construction by order of the Mughal emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his favorite wife, the Taj Mahal, is the jewel of Muslim art in India and one of the universally admired masterpieces of the world's heritage. So the husband built this exclusively or purposely, intentionally, for his favorite wife. Well, he probably has several wives. So his favorite is Taj Mahal. All right, that's in India. And now I think this is very common, is the Statue of Liberty in the United States of America. As I have told earlier, when I presented Eiffel Tower, I'm sorry, I almost forgot about it. Eiffel Tower, This is also made part of the Statue of Liberty was made in France. The Statue of Liberty enlightening the world, enlightening, so she has a torch, was a gift of friendship from the people of France to the United States and is recognized as a universal symbol of freedom and democracy. I have been there. Blue Dome Church. Well, it is named after its color because the military government set out to uniform the landscape. And to comply with this, people started painting the buildings blue and white, the colors of the Greek flag. This then started to become a trademark of Greece and drew a lot of tourists. That is also the color of Mama Mary, blue and white. All right, that's Greece. And now we have Great Buddha in Japan. This bronze Great Buddha of Kamakura or Kamakura Daibatsu dates back to the 13th century and is the second tallest bronze Buddha in Japan. Second. The statue is an iconic site and one of the most visited tourist attractions in the Kanto area. So Kanto is a place. I have been to Japan only as a touchdown. Anyway, I hope to visit the rest of Japan. Okay, now we have St. Basil's Cathedral in Russia. St. Basil's Cathedral is located in Red Square in the heart of Moscow. It's a cultural and religious landmark that has fascinated visitors for centuries. It is a popular symbol of the Russian Orthodox Church, the eastern branch of Christianity, and the most widely followed religion in Russia. So it looks like a mosque, but it is a Christian. It is a Christian church. I mean, all right. It is the most widely followed religion in Russia. Now we have Burj Al Arab in Dubai. I think you have heard this already. Okay, but I have to read something that will excite you more. It is a symbol of Dubai's economic boom. You know how that is. Dubai is a rich country, rich city. It is a symbol of Dubai's economic boom and orientation towards the future. At 1,053 feet or 321 meters tall, it is one of the tallest hotels in the world. So remember, Burj Al Arab, tallest hotels in the world. It was built to resemble the billowing sail of a dhow, a type of Arabian boat, and is located on an artificial island about 920 feet or 280 meters offshore the beach. Oh my God, how fascinating it is. It is an artificial island and it is one of the tallest hotels. You know what I'm thinking of? I hope the structure really, the foundation is really, really good. But that is a hotel. And they situated away from the landscape because they would like to present it as stunning, a stunning work of art, and it will show. It also shows how architect has evolved over the years. Artificial island, the tallest hotels. You know what I'm thinking of. All right. Anyway, the structure is really good too. It's like a boat. Okay. Let's now go to Big Ben. I think you have learned about Big Ben and you have also watched some movies that has this big wall clock. It is one of the most prominent symbols of the United Kingdom and parliamentary democracy, and it is often used in the establishing shot of films set in London. The clock tower has been part of a Grade 1 listed building since 1970 and a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1987. What is the meaning of UNESCO? is United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. They actually recognize those that are made of art and have some cultural representation. UNESCO. Okay, next one is Easter Island in Chile. The island is most famous for its nearly 1,000 extant monumental statues called moai, which were created by the early Rapa Nui people. In 1995, UNESCO named Easter Island a World Heritage Site as well, with much of the island protected within Rapa Nui National Park. So these are statues that were made by the Rapa people in early 19 no, it was in 1995 that it was recognized by UNESCO also. So UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. All right, I did not even know these two. All right, next one is the Capitol Hill in the United States of America. Maybe if you are listening to Fox News, you will always hear Capitol Hills. Capitol Hill's landmarks include not only the United States Capitol, but also the Senate and House Office buildings, the Supreme Court building, the Library of Congress, the Marine Barracks, the Washington Navy Yard, and Congressional Cemetery, which are collectively part of the Capitol complex. So this whole building here houses the Senate, the Congress, Supreme Court, Marine Barracks, Washington Navy Yard, and also a congressional cemetery. So, because that space about Washington D.C. is just a small city. If you go around, like if you drive around 4 to 6 hours, you will find Virginia, Maryland, and the rest of those small states in the eastern part of the United States. Oh, another tower is the Tower Bridge in England. Its unique design with two impressive towers, 1 and 2, and a drawbridge mechanism. This one, drawbridge mechanism, just like almost the same as the San Francisco Bridge, makes it instantly recognizable and a popular subject for photographs. Additionally, its location near the Tower of London, another historic landmark, adds to its significance. Beautiful, huh? So, just so there will be some vessels and ships that can also go through the bridge, while cars and trucks and whatever land transportation that are available, transporting goods and other commodities can go through the bridge as well. Nice thing. All right. Next is the Empire State in the United States of America still. It is a symbol of New York City and an embodiment of America's rise to global financial power in the 20th century. That was in 20th century is 2021, no, this is 20, should be 19 something. Moreover, the Empire State Building is a fine example of modernist art decoration, deco style from an architectural perspective. Oh, okay. I don't know where is Manhattan here, but we were in one of the hotels in Manhattan, close to this is the island this is the island where we went to. So most likely we were here, because when you look out of the window, you will find boats and the boats that will bring you to the Statue of Liberty. And I think this is the Statue of Liberty. I cannot remember how I took picture of this. I'm very good at taking picture and I'm very good at losing it too. Anyhow, for memories. All right, another one is, of course, this is part of the Philippines the underground river in Puerto Princesa City, Palawan. So let me read something about this. Remember, it is an underground river. It is known to be, I just remember the detail that I got before. It was kind of like 11 kilometers because in the Philippines we use the metric system. So it's 11 kilometers long, but only 2 kilometers has been explored because we will be out of oxygen if we go further. So the river's cavern presents remarkable, eye-catching rock formations. You will see a lot of rock formations inside. The property contains a full mountain to sea ecosystem. So mountain to sea. This is part of the sea already, which provides significant habitat for biodiversity conservation and protects the most intact and noteworthy forests within the Palawan biogeographic province. Bio, many land formation within the island, within the province. All right. Deeper areas of the underground river are almost impossible to explore due to oxygen deprivation. That was what I was saying earlier. On November 11, 2011, Puerto Princesa Underground River was provisionally chosen as one of the new 7 wonders of nature. This selection was officially confirmed on January 28, 2012, and until now, it is still considered as one of the 7 wonders of nature. That's in my province, Palawan. All right, I have some pictures also. Here I am. This is the mouth of the river. This is inside the river. This is also another way. So if you look inside, look at this rock formation. I don't even know how they are formed. How this is like a dome. If you look on top, it is like a dome. Like on this top of this, you will see it's like a dome, but inside this is how it goes. So I don't know too. Our boat was at boat number 13. So I don't know how deep the river is, and so there are bats and there are a lot of other. It's noisy inside also because there's a lot of biodiversity in there, plants, and there are some trees also growing on the rocks. There's a lot of kind of like amazing things that is going on in there. All right, next one is the Tubataha Reef, also in Palawan. As you can see, it is a unique example of an atoll reef with a very high density of marine species. The North Islet serving as a nesting site for birds and marine turtles. The site is an excellent example of a pristine coral reef with a spectacular 100-meter perpendicular wall, extensive lagoons, and 2 coral islands. Now, let me tell you about the 100-meter perpendicular wall. It's like a wall. It's like from the top of the ocean or the sea, because this Tubataha Reef is situated in the middle of the Sulu Sea. Sulu Sea is another major sea in the Philippines. It is in the eastern part of Palawan. Now, from the top of the sea, from the top of the ocean, down 100 meters is like a wall, but it is, I don't know how it was made, but nature made it amazingly. So that is about the 100-meter perpendicular wall. Now, what is about the 2 coral islands? I have mentioned earlier about the North Islet and the South Islet. The South Islet is like a playground, but the North Islet is breeding. It's like a pawning area. It's like different fish around. Maybe any fish that is around that area could go there, has their eggs and leave, and now the fish is going around anywhere in the ocean. So it's like it is the breeding area, the North Islet, according to my readings. Anyway, it is a home to a great diversity of marine life, such as whales, dolphins, sharks, turtles, and Napoleon Ross. The reef ecosystem supports 360 species of corals, almost 90% of all coral species in the Philippines, and an estimated 600 species of fish. If you would want to watch a YouTube video of it, just type Tubataha Reef and then you will see exciting underwater videos of people who are trying to convince that they have been there. They are also biologists. They are researchers. Most of them are researchers, not only from the Philippines but all over the world. All right, this Taharif is also one of the seven wonders of nature. Now, if you can see, this is a protected area as well. This is a protected area. You cannot fish there. You cannot fish there. You cannot get anything from there. You can only watch them. You can only dive and watch them. But make sure you are. Oh, in one of the videos that I have watched is that there are sharks, but the sharks when they see people, they tend to go away from people. I don't know if they were trained how to, but and that area also is well guarded. There are big boats there because they are trying to get back it was actually years ago, maybe 2 decades ago. There's a problem. There are issues in this part of Tubataha. But because it is something that we need to get it back, so right now it is a protected park, meaning you cannot get any of the uh, living species or living organism there. So you can see a lot of different. Ooh, you can see the underwater. It's like convincing. I was born in an island, and I appreciate it very much. I would go with my dad swimming in the deeper part of the sea, but this one really amazes me. Anyway, that is the end of this presentation about landmarks. I hope that you are able to learn about the world around you. I know that if you keep watching this over and over, maybe you will be convinced that you are learning about your world, about the world that you are living in. Remember too that landmarks attract people from all over the world to learn more about the culture and connections to the past happiness in that area. And of course, I would like to thank you. If you could subscribe, that would be great. If you would like to play it over and over, that would be great too. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye now.